Shalom. All right, I'm going to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the house of David. All right. I wanted to get into the topic, of Isaiah 4:1. All right, and it reads, "And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name and take away our reproach." All right, and this is the times that we're coming into, Akim. All right, as well as Akwathim, as well as your sister. You should be aware, all right, that in the time of Jacob's trouble, all right, which is at hand, any day now, man. All right, we could be on lockdown. All right, prophets off the streets. All right, internet shut down. All right, and that's any day now, man. Famine of the word of the Lord. All right, and that day, which is, let me just prove that day is representing Jacob's trouble. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 7, it says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it," man. All right, the elect shall be saved out of it. All right, let's go back. Now let's go back to Isaiah 4:1. All right, it says, "In that day," which is, I just read, Jacob's trouble, 7 women shall take hold of one man. All right, and that's 7 women. That represents completion. All right, so that could be, for some brothers 5, 3, 1, 2, 10. However the Lord sets it up. All right, for each brother, man. All right, but know that women are going to take hold of one man. All right, they're going to be sharing, man. All right, as it ought to be. All right, because a lot of the men in the scriptures, they have multiple women. All right, there's nothing wrong with having multiple women. All right, you women are sister wives, man. All right, but in today's society, that they frown upon that. All right, but it says we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name and take away our reproach. All right, because Jacob's trouble is going to be a time like never before. As it says in Daniel, the 12th chapter in the first verse, it's a time like never before, man. All right, death rate at a high rate. All right, all hell breaking loose. You got wild beasts. All right, famine, no bread. All right, no food, no water. All right, it's going to be every man for themselves, man. All right, and women, they're gonna want a man. All right, specifically a man of the Lord. All right, because a men of the Lord, Lord willing, we those men, we're gonna know how to operate in these times, man. All right, because wisdom and knowledge, that's the stability of our time. All right, that's gonna be the stability of the times that we're coming into. All right, Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12, it says, "I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir." All right, and Jake, us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we love gold, man. All right, but a man in this time, in the time of Jacob's trouble, is going to be more precious than fine gold, man. All right, people are going to damn near cast away all their ideologies that they have here in Babylon. Talk about you women, all right, to go after a man of the Lord, man. All right, you women are gonna wear your own apparel, modest apparel, man. All right, not dressing like harlots, man. All right, what does it say? It says, "In that day, saying, we will eat our own bread." All right, so you women are gonna be making your own food, man. All right, you're gonna be cooking, man. All right, being a woman as you ought to be. All right, wear your own apparel, man. All right, modest apparel, dresses, not wearing pants. All right. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away thy reproach, man. All right, so they're gonna want a man of the Lord, to possess them. All right, so to speak, man. All right, because he that getteth a wife getteth a possession. All right, only let us take away our reproach, man. All right, that shame, man. Okay. All right, and really take away that shame, because you having a man of the Lord. All right, 9 times out of 10, that's gonna lead you to the kingdom, man. All right, that's your trip to the kingdom, man. Having a man of the Lord. All right, because a lot of men in these last days that we're coming into very shortly. All right, they're gonna know that they're men of the Lord because the Lord is gonna bless them with spiritual powers, man. All right, that's how you know. All right, hey, you're one of the elect, man, by those spiritual powers. All right, and when women see those spiritual powers, they're gonna flock to you, man. All right, and that's gonna be their trip to the kingdom, man. All right, but the women that do take hold of these men, they're gonna be in all righteous, in all truth and sincerity, because ultimately, it's of the Lord choosing them, man. All right, and let me get 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. It says, "But I would have you know that the head of every man is a Mashiach, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of a Mashiach is the Most High." All right, Yahweh. All right, hey, so everybody has an order to follow, man. All right, the head of every man is a Mashiach, man. All right, so us men of the Lord, all right, we follow after the Yahweh Shai, man. All right, and the head of the woman is the man. All right, so us men, we're following Yahweh Shai. All right, so the women follow us to follow Yahweh Shai, man. All right, why Yahweh Shai? All right, because the head of Yahweh Shai is Yahweh, man. All right. And all right, this is Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. It says, "In like manner also that women adore themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array." All right, so our women are supposed to be shamefaced, man. All right, and these times that we're coming into, all right, a lot of you women that wish not to be shamefaced, all right, you want to know what's going to happen to you? All right, let's get it out the scriptures, man. All right, you that want to dress like harlots, all right, this is what's going to happen to you, man. The Lord is going to deal with you accordingly. All right. Slovakia, bear with me 1 second. Slovakia. All right, this is Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 14. It says, "The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly, even the voice of the day of the Lord. The mighty man shall cry there bitterly." That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities, against the high towers, man. All right, hey, so this is going to be, a very dark day, man. All right. All right, a very dark day, man. All right, not a day of light, man. A day of darkness, thick darkness, man. All right, trouble and distress, man. Death and destruction on every corner, man. All right, this is what the day of the Lord is all about, man. All right, death, man. All right, and I really wanted to get that scriptures. All right, that said women will be ravished, man. All right. So bear with me 1 second. I thought it was in Zephaniah, so Salakia. All right, give me 1 minute, Akim. All right, got it. Salakia. All right, this is Zechariah chapter 14 and verse 2. All right, let me just read at the top. It says, "Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and houses rifled." All right, in the time of Jacob's trouble, all right, city's gonna be taken, man. All right, houses gonna be rifled down, man, broken into. All right, stealing the goods, man. All right, and the women ravished. All right, raped, man. All right, many shall groan, having no husbands in this day, man. All right, and the women ravished, and the half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. All right, there's going to be a remnant left, man. All right, just like in the movie Book of Eli. All right, you had that woman, she was finna get raped, man. All right, and you had Denzel come in and save the day, so to speak. All right, hey, that's the times that we're coming into, man. All right, a lot of these ruthless men out here, all right, they're gonna be ravishing you harlots, man. All right, you women that want to dress like harlots, and the Lord's gonna give you over to that, man. All right, 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 33. It says, "The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegroom. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers." All right. It says, in the wars, verse 34, in the wars shall their bridegroom be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. All right, yeah, a lot of these women husbands that's not men of the Lord, they're gonna perish, man. All right, and let me end off on this last verse. All right, and all this is gonna happen, man, because the love of many shall wax cold. All right, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved, man. All right? Hey, the love of many is going to wax cold in these last days, man. All right? You know, so you women, all right, it's best to get a man of the Lord in these last days, all right? Or the future is not looking bright, man. It's either death, all right? Well, yep. But it's either death by, Salaki, it's either death by famine, all right? Esau, you being ravished, all right, raped, all right, then somebody just slit your throat. You being mauled by a wild beast, all right? Hey, whatever the Lord has in store for you, man, it's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the Lord, all right? Hey, so get on this grace side, man, all right? And with that, you know, that's pretty much the point, man, all right, you women, all right, you got something coming to you, those that refuse to obey the Lord, all right? So get right, man, because the time that repentance, that arc is closing, man. All right, so I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Qadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the house of David. To the next lesson, Shalom.